We've got baseball from New Yankee Stadium. The A's and the Yankees. Next. Rain falling here in the tri-state area as we close in on game time at Yankee Stadium. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Oakland A's and the Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Yankees baseball here on the show. Matt Vasgersian here with you. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, you see there, the home fans have got the brooms out for this one. The guys have taken the first two games of this three-game series, and the way they're playing, they've got to be the favorites in this one, too.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Oakland A's. As 2012 AL Manager of the Year Bob Melvin aligns his guys this way. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. Craig Gentry will get his first opportunity now. Currently the American League's leader in stolen bases. Swung on and missed 3-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And this pitch is swung on and skied out to Ellsbury in center field. One down. So the leadoff man is taken care of to start our finale here this afternoon. And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. And Ellsbury will put this one away for route number 2.
Back-to-back flyouts here to start the ball game. And, you know, if we're in San Diego right now, that might be okay. But in this place, that's not a trend that you're going to want to continue for very long.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk. Brendan Moss will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. And Aaron will make the catch to retire. A's strand a couple. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Starting lineup for the Yankees, as presented by Joe Girardi, will look like this. Jacoby Ellsbury will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Here's a line drive right to Lowry at shortstop. And that's allowed out number 1. Brett Gardner will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game. Carlos Beltran will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Gardner at first, now the pitch. He's running towards second. Now a swing and a ground ball. And that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 1-2 now to Teixeira. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. Lowry onto the pitcher covering it first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. Second inning upcoming here in the Bronx. Josh Reddick will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Called strike, and that'll run it full. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away. Sean Jaso will stand in for the first time here. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Jed Lowry will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. This is up the middle, and it's going to get into center field. It's a 2-out hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Fouled back. Another 1-2 delivery. And this is going to be a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, sort of a pesky at-bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. Back to Yankee Stadium. Francisco Cervelli will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Alfonso Soriano will get his first cuts here, and the danger's obvious as he currently leads the American League in home runs. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close. Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Craig Gentry will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
As we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line, and so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
On to first, and Coco's gone for the second out. Josh Donaldson will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Slowly hit to the left side. Picked up there by Ryan. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Brendan Ryan will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Ichiro Suzuki will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Number 31, Ichiro.
And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. On to first is Kiyaspo, and that's out number 1. Kelly Johnson will stand in, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball the past few days as you see his numbers from the last 5 ball games. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And he gets around on this nicely as this is hit high and deep toward the right field corner. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A solo shot for Jacoby Ellsbury. Number 17 for him on the season as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead. Brett Gardner will dig in. He singled his first time around. And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning. Ichiro Suzuki will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop.
Brandon Moss will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Good pitch there on 1-2 as this is pulled down to third. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down. Josh Reddick will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Sliced down the left side, but foul. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat. But A's are gone in order. It remains 1-0. Carlos Beltran start things out here for the Pinstripers, to be followed by Mark Teixeira on deck. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. Reddick is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and here's the dangerous Mark Teixeira. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Reddick is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Francisco Cervelli will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. Line hard to center field. Crisp will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. John Jaso will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this pitch is swung on and skied out to Ellsbury in center field. And he's got it for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry.
Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Alberto Callaspo will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Payoff pitch one more time. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Craig Gentry will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers.
Come on, let's hold them, guys!
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of it. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out. Alfonso Soriano will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. And a pitch swung on and hit in the air for the center fielder, Crisp. And he puts it away for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And set to stand in the still very imposing figure of the 3-time MVP, Alex Rodriguez. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's one hit hard to the right side and caught out there at second. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro. The 1-2. Out in front a bit as this is pulled down the line to first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. The throw into second. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
Kelly Johnson will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double. Ichiro off second, the pitch. Pretty well hit, deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul.
Come on, Yank. Here we go.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Coco Crisp will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top three guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Josh Donaldson will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Throw gets him, 2 down. Brandon Moss will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Fouled back. This is hit sharply to the left side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Yoenis Cespedes will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. The A's strand 1. They're down 1-0. Jacoby Ellsbury will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Let it rip that time 3-0, but the fastball's by him 3-1.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
And this is fouled back and out of play. No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Closing fast, and he makes the diving catch.
Another look here. This ball's sinking fast, but he's on the full run, and he lays out to pull it in. That's well done there.
Brett Gardner will dig in. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Now a fastball swung on and lifted out toward Coco in center. And that's out number 2.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it, running it down.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. So this won't get over the second baseman's glove. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Josh Reddick will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. And Gardner there to put it away for the first out. John Jaso will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now a hard liner, but foul. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Jed Lowry will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Mark Teixeira will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. Francisco Cervelli will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. On to first, and there are 2 down. Alfonso Soriano will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does not. It's thrown away. Alex Rodriguez will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out.
And Reddick will put this one away to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top 1-0. Alberto Callaspo will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Sharply hit back up the middle, and the tying run is on to start the inning. It's a leadoff single. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Craig Gentry will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Josh Donaldson will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this will be fouled away. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And Gardner there to make the catch. Inning over. 1 left for Oakland. They trail this one 1-0. Sean Doolittle is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Nick Punto will come on defensively now as he takes over at second. Ichiro Suzuki will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. 2-1. Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line. And that'll put him in a good position here with a runner on second, nobody out.
Kelly Johnson will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Derek Jeter will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Derek Jeter.
A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either, it's moving.
Swing and a hard ground ball to third. No problem here, 1 away.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Brett Gardner will dig in with a very important insurance run 90 feet away at third.
He needs to throw a strike here.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Moss will take this one over to first himself, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1, but they lead it 1-0. Brendan Moss will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And he lays off ball 4, so now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Yoenis Cespedes will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. David Robertson is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Oh, that's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. Now you're basically ground ball away from getting out of this.
Josh Reddick will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
John Jaso will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And low that time, but good reactions behind the plate to keep it in front of him. And that's cut on and missed, so now the A's are down to their final strike of the ball game.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Now the Yankee Stadium crowd, 52,000 plus on their feet. And he missed with it, ball 4, so that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. Jed Lowry will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought in good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. Find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 1-0. So long from the Bronx.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the
Union Station in the foreground on a fine afternoon in Kansas City. The Yankees and Royals come your way next. From the place affectionately known as the K, we're at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We start the road trip with the first of 4 between the Eastern Division leading New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Yankees baseball here on the show. Matt Vasgersian here with you. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Well, you see a guy here looking to get himself into double digits here in victories for this season. And I'd give him a better than even chance of doing it because he's been pitching so well.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Yankees as Joe Girardi's starting 9 assembles this way. Jason Vargas will get the ball to face them. Here's a guy that's got enough stuff to get by, but a key is going to be how well he mixes his pitches, and more importantly, his pitch speeds. Once guys lock on, things can get ugly out there. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in, and it was his home run that, remember, was the only run they could muster in yesterday's ball game. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start the series, and with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Here comes the 3-1. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Kane has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
This is a guy that doesn't really have great velocity, so when he elevates the fastball, it can lead to big problems. He gets away with it this time, though.
Oh, he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. And this is a major league pop-up, all right, way up there. Therefore, it is Infante, and there are 2 away now.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it. Winds up an easy pop-out.
And Ellsbury's running. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets a tone early here with a first-inning steal of second base.
Ran it in on him as this is bounced towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left. Starting lineup for the Royals looks like this. They'll match up against the Dominican-born right-hander Ivan Nova. Norichka Aoki will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And this is on the ground toward the hole. And a toss by Roberts is in time, 1 away. So a good slider there to get the ground out, as he'll hope for more of that moving forward as we give you a look at the scouting report. Alcides Escobar will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. Here's a swing and a fly ball without a whole lot behind it, out toward Beltran and right. 2 gone.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Billy Butler will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. KC down in order. After 1, no score. Alfonso Soriano will get his first cuts here, and the danger's obvious as he currently leads the American League in home runs. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and set to stand in the still very imposing figure of the 3-time MVP, Alex Rodriguez. And now a fastball is roasted into left field. That's a base hit.
Well, if that ball gets into the corner, it's big trouble, but this is a nice play out there to cut that ball off and get it in quickly. And that'll hold him to just a single.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a ground ball for Moustakas. This might be 2. Infante for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there. Eric Hosmer will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Now a fastball is hit on the ground towards second. A quick out number 1. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Alex Gordon will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here. Salvador Perez will stand in here. He drove in 1 of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. And the Royals are going to have their first hit of the ball game. Mike Moustakas will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. And this is going to be a foul ball. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. On the ground for Jeter, this could be two. Roberts, but they will not have a shot at two. He's safe at first, and that will plate our opening marker of the ball game. Omar Infante will get his first cuts here with two gone now and a runner at first. Gardner is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Kansas City in just a moment. Brian McCann will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. Over to the bag with it is Hosmer, and he'll get the out. MLB The Show, your home for Yankee baseball all season long. They should get a look there at what's on tap for the Bombers over the course of the next 7 days. Brian Roberts will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Now a line drive that's going to carry over the head of Escobar into left center. Base hit. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games. Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Roberts holding. Here's the pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. In there, a base hit. Long throw to third. And he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only one gone. Brett Gardner will try it again. He flew out his first time. Runners on the move for second. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And he continues to hit the ball well as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Carlos Beltran will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2. Fouled back. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Hit hard back up the middle. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire him. He's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Now third base coach Rob Thompson's going to wave him on home. The tag from Perez won't get him. Safe at the plate.
Boy, he really hit this ball hard. And maybe a little more height, and that would be a grand slam. But as it is, it hits off the bottom part of the wall, and that's going to wind up chasing everybody home.
Alfonso Soriano will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Chop fouled off to the left. Still 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw is low as he tries to olay it out of the dirt, but it gets right by him.
Well, you know, he knew who he had running down the line right there, so he had to try to hurry the throw. But in hindsight, I think he had a little bit more time than even he thought, and he winds up throwing this one away.
Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Soriano holding, now the pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. Here comes a 1-2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And Roberts will look this one in for route number 1.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. Now you figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down. Alcides Escobar will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And this is going to be a foul ball. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. We'll see. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Derek Jeter gets set to lead off the inning here for the Yankees. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. And he swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2. Brian Roberts will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Yankees lead. Billy Butler will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. And these 2 teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Now the 3-2 pitch. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Alex Gordon will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Salvador Perez will dig in. He singled his first time around. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. Teixeira just does this himself at first, and that'll do it. 1 left for Kansas City. They trail it 4-1. Jacoby Ellsbury will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Ellsbury awaits the 2-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Brett Gardner will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And this is fouled at the plate. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. On to first, and there were two down. Carlos Beltran will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. And he may have reached for ball 4 there as this is sent on the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and decided. Mike Moustakas will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Omar Infante will try it again. He flew out his first time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Gardner is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Lorenzo Cain will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Now a ball bounced towards the second baseman. There to get it is Roberts. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Luke Hochevar will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. First baseman Mark Teixeira will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Hit hard, but foul. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both a southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Now a ball lined toward right center. And Teixeira is going to reach. It's a base hit. Alfonso Soriano will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. At first, Teixeira, now the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Alex Rodriguez will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Swing and a line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, that's 3 batters faced and 2 hits so far since coming on. Not exactly the score line he was hoping for. So he's going to need to dial himself up a little ground ball right here and try to work his way out of this.
Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And there to take it in is Gordon for out number 2. Brian McCann will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Norichika Aoki will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Lined hard to center field. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
Well, they've been a little unlucky so far because they're putting the ball in play. And they've hit a few of those balls really hard, but they're just not falling for them right now.
Billy Butler will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Ellsbury will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. KC down in order. They trail it 4-1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Tim Collins is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Brian Roberts will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots his ball right back up the middle.
Jacoby Ellsbury will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. We're in the 7th now, 4-1 our score to this point.
Get him doubled up, man.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the 1.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. The next 3-2. Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. And there to take it in is Gordon for out number 2. Carlos Beltran will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And Ellsbury's running. Pitch inside, the throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Ellsbury off a second now, and the pitch. Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Yanks leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. Eric Hosmer will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Lined hard toward short. And that is past a diving Jeter for a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in left. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Alex Gordon will stand in, but with the tying run still in the on-deck circle, he needs to get on base somehow. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's the 2-2 offering. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Salvador Perez will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame. Now, this is a really tough play for a left fielder here, especially when he's moving to his right, because there's almost no foul ground here until that wall comes right up in your face. So just a great job to stay with that play.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout.
This is one of those traps you fall into when you're the tying run at the plate. You think it's all on you to hit one out of the park,
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Royals strand a pair, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Mark Teixeira will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Hit hard toward the right side, and this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Alfonso Soriano will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And a big cut by Soriano there, but he comes up empty, and he's down on strikes. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and in is the third baseman, Alex Rodriguez. Now a line drive that's going to carry over the head of Escobar into left center. Base hit. Aaron Crow will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Derek Jeter will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make up.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 5-1 game now.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ball game.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Oh, and this goes right past him. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from...
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
And he swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. There to take it is Escobar. 2 away now.
And the way this inning's gone, his eyes had to be lighting up on that pitch, but all he could do was pop it up.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball. And the run will score from second base as they've upped it now to 8-1.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And some trouble now in right field. Now third base coach Rob Thompson's going to wave him on home. And he will score as well. And they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger.
Well, he's going to do all he can to try and pull this ball in, but you're going to see it's just a little bit out of his reach. And once it's over his head, that's going to allow 2 runs to come in and score.
John Roush will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Mark Teixeira will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Now a fastball, and he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Apparently, they're not done yet. This is now a 7-run inning, and they've gotten contributions from almost everybody up and down that lineup.
Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. Kane is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Lorenzo Cain will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Norichika Aoki will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Alcides Escobar will try again, 0 for 3 thus far. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
On a diving try there by Roberts, but it's just out of reach, a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Eric Hosmer will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. On the ground to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Alex Gordon will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight. So they're going to make these final at-bats count.
And this is low, but McCann able to get a handle on it quickly there. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. 2 runs, 5 hits. 2 errors for Kansas City to this point. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Beltran is there, and Alex Rodriguez will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. Here's the 2-1 pitch home to A-Rod. And this is fouled back and out of play. Oh, now A-Rod connects on one and sends it high in the air to deep left field. Gordon is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Derek Jeter will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Now a ball lined towards center field, and that will be a base hit for Jeter.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Runners on first with 1 down. A look at Jeter, now the pitch. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Kane is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Here it comes, 2-1. Swing and a liner towards second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. Salvador Perez will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Out of the Yankee dugout now is Joe Girardi as he'll head toward the mound. And that will be all for Ivan Nova. So he'll leave after 8 strong innings as he couldn't quite make it a complete game, but he's in line for the victory nonetheless. Preston Claiborne will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. look into McCann, the 1-1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
Mike Moustakas will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Hit hard to short. Up with it is Jeter. And way too much on the throw as it's over the head of Teixeira. Omar Infante will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Ball bounced foul over near the longtime infielder and current third base coach Dale Swaim. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Got him. Lorenzo Cain will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Swing and a miss, and now the Royals are down to their final strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man.
And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Boy, another night and another victory. How much longer can they keep it up? I mean, this has been incredible to watch.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Mark Teixeira. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 11-2. Good night from Kansas City.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious.